What's good, everyone? Sorry that I'm late today. I had some difficulties getting my camera to work for whatever reason. Sometimes it happens. I just had to restart the computer and adjust some settings, but we're good now. So we're going to get right into it. Today I'm going to be finishing up a song. I just listened to it in my car and there were some things I wanted to change, so I'm going to change those things here. And then I'm going to sequence it out, make it longer, maybe add in like a breakdown or something, and then we'll see how much time we have left after that, and we may try to create something new. So let's get to it. And if you've been following the live streams, then you have heard this already. Let me show it to you here. Alright, so first things first, one of the things I noticed about this when I listened to it is that the bass at the beginning it just seems to be a little bit too, kind of like in your face for the beginning of the song. So what I'm going to try to do here is maybe I'm going to try several things. First thing I'm going to try is filtering out some of the high frequencies. So I'm going to put my sub pack on here. And if you're watching right now, just drop a comment below and say what's up. I'd like to know who's in here right now. So I'm putting my sub pack on. This just helps me feel the low frequencies in the bass. And I also use my car for mixing the low end. It's just I'm familiar with the speakers in there, and I have a sub in there. So let me take a listen to this. And one cool thing that I did here is I did a little automation on the sub bass to give it kind of like a wobble effect. David, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. I did a little. It sounds like a wobble, but it's like a volume automation that I did on the sub bass to give it like a shaky effect. And I did that just because I felt like it sounded too static when I was listening back to it. But right now, I feel like it just has a little bit too much like mid-range to it. So that's what I'm going to try to EQ out right here. So I'm going to keep the low end. I'm going to put a pretty steep low-pass filter on it. Maybe, I would usually not do this on a sub because this gives it a lot of punch, like this mid-range area, but the beginning's really quiet. So let me see how this sounds. Now let me turn it off and see what it sounds like. And then also one thing I might try to do is layer in like a respace to fill out some of that space. So I'll have to find and see if I have a patch like that. If not, I'll try to make one. And if you weren't following if you were following the live streams, then you know, but this was my sister. She came and recorded something here. And there was a note that was kind of off, so I just put a little auto-tune on it, and it sounds kind of robotic now, but that's cool because this song is not really like a singing song. I just needed like a little vocal there, so. So filtering out that sub bass really made this patch stand out, which was a good thing. This one right here. It's a really cool patch. And what I did was I added, I don't think I did this on the live stream. I think I did this on my own time. But I added a little pitch bend. So you hear how it's like, woo, like that. So that it does that because it's got that pitch bend. I'm curious to see what this sounds like on here, on the laptop. So yeah, you can still hear those frequencies on a laptop. That's cool. Alright, now let me see if I can add something like a respace. Oh, it looks like there's a BRYSON here. Is this playing? Oh, I didn't know I had that playing in the song. That's funny. I've been with this song playing the whole time. I forgot I had this little part in here. Let me hear what it sounds like if I change the octave on this and put it one octave up. I'm gonna put it back down. Let me hear. Alright, I'm gonna try to copy this right here, and I want to make it more of like a square type sound. So let me see what they're using here. So yeah, it's a saw wave right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it to a square wave. Let's see what that's gonna sound like. Let me look at my settings here. Yeah, I feel the computer kind of lagging a little bit, but we're at 120 tracks right now, so it's getting to be a lot of tracks there. I'm gonna turn down the drive here and the fat. Let me hear how that sounds. I muted this right here. Let me hear how it sounds in here. Okay, I'm gonna try one more. I'm just trying stuff out to get it to sound the way I want to, because it's not really sounding how I want it to. But what I'm gonna try here now is I'm going to try to turn this sound up just a little bit. Maybe even use a different EQ for this part. Alright, so for the very beginning, I'm going to use a different EQ. Let's just copy this EQ here, and then I'm going to automate it so that it comes on only on the first 4 bars here. And then let's take out this, let's pull this low cut back to maybe about like almost around 100, since I cut off the sub bass. The reason why I had this cutting off so high is because it was clashing with the sub bass, but since I pulled the sub bass back, I'll be able to pull the EQ up a little bit more that way. Now let me hear how that sounds. think I'm gonna keep it like that for now. I'm gonna delete that respace I made. I'm gonna keep it like that for now, and I guess I could keep this too. But what I'm gonna do is put an EQ to automate here at the beginning and have it cut off higher just for this one part so that it won't clash with those chords that we have down there. So I'll put this up at maybe 200. You just get the top end of the Reese there. Let's take a look at the sub bass here again. I'm gonna cut this sub bass off at 100 here. And then I'm gonna automate it so it only comes on here at the beginning. Let's save that. And then let's play it back and listen to everything. I always forget to save. Alright, I'm gonna check out real quick what it sounded like before. And then let's see if it's improved or if it sounds worse. Hopefully it doesn't sound worse. Another thing I might do is turn the kick down. Let me listen here again. Let's see if I could turn this sound up just a little bit. I really want it to stand out in the beginning. So let's see if I could do a little maybe just a simple compressor would work here. It needs to come after the limiter to give it more volume. So automate it just to come on here in the beginning. I'm going to turn down the saturator just a little bit. I think it's making the sound just a little bit too crunchy. Let's just put a utility at the very beginning, and I'm gonna turn the kick down, maybe just like 1.5 dB, just something really small. That way, when it comes in the drop, it's gonna sound a lot more intense. Maybe just 1 dB. And then today, when I'm done with this, when I'm on my way to the gym in the car, I'm going to check this out and see how this sounds. Hopefully everything will sound good, and then I can go ahead and try to release the song pretty soon. Alright, same thing on the snare. I'm going to copy that same volume automation. It's just going to turn down 1 dB at the intro. So another thing I heard when I was listening to this the other day, one of these bass notes that I have going on, the mid-range kind of pokes out in one spot, like all of a sudden, and it doesn't sound very good. I need to find it here. Those are pretty good sounding chords together. I think it's that one. When it whips back right here. So I'm gonna automate an EQ here to cut out that frequency that I heard. Let's do a low cut first off here. A low cut to about 130. And then I'm going, it's right here. Just have this come on like. Oh, maybe it's the sub bass. It could be the sub bass. Let me listen to what the sub bass is doing. That would make more sense. Yeah, that's it. There's a little note right here that's playing. No, it's not that one. It's just somehow it's extending, even though I have it stopping right here. It's still playing an extra note for some reason. So I'm going to get in here to the subgroup. And on this little gain automation, I'm going to turn it all the way down. So I don't know if you can hear that or not, but listen, this is what it's like before. There's an extra note playing, then it just cuts it out there. And then on this last part right here, I have the sub bass going up and then coming back down and going up again. I might do something different on that. I might do like a little pitch automation. So let's see what the chords are playing. Actually, let me look at the bass line for the last bar. I think it's this G note. Yeah. So the G note should be the last note. I'm going to let that come up, and then I'm going to take it down to the G here. Actually, I should say take it up. And then I'm going to do a little pitch bend automation here. So like... maybe like this. And then bring this down. Sometimes in Ableton it's weird if you have this right at the end of like a clip. It causes it to freeze on that note, so I'm gonna just make sure that doesn't happen there. Or maybe instead of going all the way up like that, maybe it'll just come down. Let's hear how this sounds. That could be cool like that. But I'm just gonna mess around with it here until it sounds right. Let's hear what it sounds like an octave lower. I like that maybe. Hey Randy, what's up, man? So I'm just finishing up this song. Me and Eric, his name is Kingdom Squad. This collab, I worked on it a couple live streams for maybe like 2 or 3 live streams already. I'm just finishing it up, correcting some of the little details that I heard in the car that were kind of off, you know, and then also just in general when I was listening to it. And I'm just trying to wrap up the song. I might add like a little, I might copy and paste it and then see if I can add a little section. And if I'm done with that, if I get done with all that today, then I'll probably just move on to something else, which I don't think that this will take me too long, but sometimes whenever you get into correcting like the details and stuff like that, it does take you a lot longer than you think. And for some reason in Ableton, when I throw in a pitch bend, I have to shift everything down an octave. It's weird. Alright, so that's what I'm going to go with for now. I'm going to listen to it in my car today and see if that feels right. Let me check it out here from the beginning. One last thing here. It's not really setting right with me how this is starting off at a B. I feel like it needs to start off at a G because that's the root note. And then the last thing here is when I listened to this back the other day, I felt like it needed a kind of like a different kind of a snare on this last part, and I added it. I added this snare, which is cool, but I think some of the other snares are taking over. So I did something kind of interesting in this song. The first drop doesn't have a snare. The second drop has a different snare from the intro, and then the second half of the first drop has a different snare than the intro, and then the third half of the drop I'm gonna make it have an even different snare. That was the idea, but I think these other ones are cutting through the mix a little bit more. So I'm gonna turn this snare down, and let's see how that sounds. Yeah, let's turn it down almost to where you can't even hear it. Maybe even turn it off. Yeah, so let me just, actually, I'm going to turn it off completely here. And then I'm going to add another one that's going to make it sound more, kind of like blocky. I would call it kind of blocky. Maybe even, I don't use this tool very often, and I probably should be, but like a transient shaper, that helps give it a little punch. It's kind of like a cheating way to give it punch instead of stacking a sound with more punch, you know, using like a transient shaper. Sometimes it sounds good, sometimes it doesn't. Let's listen here. And then if you turn the sustain down, it makes the sound a little bit shorter, which the sound has a lot of air, so that is helpful. So without it, with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I might even stack another sound in there though. I really like what I did for the drop here. It's just so, it sounds unique, you know. It's not like rave at the club type of a drop, you know, but it's like, it's just different. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to find a different sound. Something that maybe has like a tom type quality to it. Something that will give the sound like a blocky kind of a feel. I don't know how else to explain it. Let me look for like a tom. This isn't really what I was thinking, but let's see. And then let's turn up the transpose. Cut it off here. And then let's see what note that this is playing at right here. I'm gonna take my backpack off for now. I'm done with messing with the sub bass. So it looks like this sample is playing, it looks like it's playing an E. Let's move it a little bit off the grid here. That it gives it a little bit more punch to the sound. And like the lower register. That's a cool sound. Alright, let me look through here. See what a rim shot would do. Let's put it off the grid. It kind of gives it like a little stutter hit effect. Let's see what happens if I transpose it. Yeah, I like that. I like the way that sounds. This initial sound that I put here, I might mute it. Let's see what happens if I put a transient shaper on this rim shot here. Let's hear what happens if I mute the other snares. Maybe I'll turn off this one. Maybe I'll turn off that effect. Or not that effect, but that sound. And then that'll emphasize the other ones. The snare as a whole might be a little bit too loud. Maybe some kind of a snare with like a long tail. That could be cool. Let me see if I can layer that in there. Let's see, snare. Yeah, let's take the tail of that. And then fade that in. Let's put a saturator on that tail effect. Bring out the frequencies. And then turn up the transpose. Yeah, I like that. Maybe I'll take an EQ to that and just filter out some of those frequencies. Yeah, That's cool. It adds a little bit of tail to it. It's kind of subtle. It's not too intense. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna turn this sub down just a little bit. So I'm gonna take the gain here. Maybe turn it down, let's say 3.5 dB. What do y'all think about that vocal that I have? I'd like to hear your input. Do you think that it sounds like there's any notes in there that sound off? Or do you think it sounds good? I'll play it here when you can hear it. Yeah, what do y'all think about that? At one point, I was considering having my sister re-record it, but then, for some reason, as I listened to it more, I didn't feel like it sounded like the pitch was off anymore. When I was processing the sound, I was like fixated on it, and I thought that there was a, I guess like I think there was like a part where she messed up, and then I just put heavy auto-tune on it, and it corrected it. That's not necessarily the sound I was initially going for, but I think it fits the vibe of the song. But I'm open to hearing what y'all have to say. David, you said it sounds good to me. Cool. Yeah, I like the way it sounds, but I'm just kind of, I don't know if I've gotten used to it or what. It doesn't sound off to me anymore. Instead, I hear like the heavy auto-tune, which is like a popular effect these days, But yeah, at first I was thinking that I needed to change it, but now I feel like it sounds good, so I don't know. And the cool thing about this intro is I got water playing in the background. It's like a creek. Yeah, I like that snare. It catches you, it throws you off guard in a good way, I feel like. It just adds a different pop than the previous section has. I'm gonna fix this pitch bend. I feel like it comes in a little bit too late. I think it's fine. Okay. So, Randy, you said you think it's good? Yeah, I think it sounds good too. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna look in this section. I'm just gonna make sure I don't have anything important here, because I put these here for some reason. I don't know why. way that snare sounds. It's that sample. That's a cool sound. Alright, so just because I like the way this sounds, I'm going to drag this into my brainstorm folder. I thought I had a drum section here. Let's see, drums 2020. I'm going to add this to my section and I'm going to call it Cool Snare. Okay. And I'm just going to delete this. I don't need this for this project. So delete that, and then let's see what I got here. Okay, delete that. I don't need that. Just a little brainstorm section that I had. Same thing there. That's kind of a cool little riff. I'm going to delete that. I think that's it. Oh, there's one. I wonder why that sounds different than the intro. I must have did some kind of automation on this part. On this part, it's more like carried out. Oh, okay, I know why. It's because I have it playing. I've got it playing like every note like that. Okay, let's just see what it sounds like if I combine this. I'm gonna delete that little drum beat there. I won't need it. Delete all this stuff. Yeah, this could be I wasn't expecting to add something new, but that could be a little cool after the drop kind of a deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the intro drums. Take the intro drums. I'm going to let's mute the sub bass for now. Mute the Reese bass. I'm gonna delete some of the other stuff around here. Let's delete these instruments. Keep the percussion. Take this out. I'm gonna take out that sample, which I'm probably gonna have to delete anyway when I distribute it. And let's put this sound here. It looks like the volume's turned down, so I'm gonna come here and let's turn this up. That might be too loud, but let's see what that sounds like. And then let's copy this, the sidechain automation. Let's copy it from the sub. Here it is. That would be cool if I put that sound, kind of put it in a weird space, put some reverb on it. Oh, it already has a reverb on it, but let's do another one and see what that sounds like. So get my convolution reverb here. Let's hear it in the mix. And then I'm going to take an auto filter. Okay, first I need to turn this on only on this section here. So actually I'm going to group this to an audio effect rack, and I'm going to turn that audio effect rack on just on this part. And I'm going to keep these on here like that. And then I'm going to automate this to open up the filter as the beat progresses. And then I'm going to take off that vocal on that part. Yeah. Take that vocal off there. Yeah, that sounds cool. It just puts it in a different space. You know, it reminds me of a song, actually. It reminds me of this. I don't know if y'all have heard of this here. Maybe you have. This is the song right here. Let that ad play first, and I'm gonna get the other idea I have. I'm gonna get like a delay, and put it on that synth also, and kind of automate that delay in there. That would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll automate. I like the way it sounded without this sound in here. Maybe I'll automate this sound in. What I'll do is take a utility, and let's see how this sounds. I'm gonna just automate that sound in there, like that. Just I'll leave it there, so I remember the idea, and I'll play this for you. Oops. Oh, now we gotta listen to the ad again. And then maybe I'll put the delay effect I was thinking about only on this first one. Let's see how that sounds. Something like that, you know, maybe I'll change it a little bit, but that would be pretty cool to have like a automating delay effect in there like that. Alright, let's listen to this song, and then that'll also give me a reference. So the synth I'm referring to is that high-pitched kind of like a squealing lead that's in there. The first time I heard this song, I was like, I just thought it was really unique in that, like, the space that they put that lead in, it just sounds like, it sounds so different from what you usually hear. Yeah, and I think they had some automation going on there too. But let's listen to this again here. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. It's really cool. Okay. And then I'm going to bring the build back in from that point. Let's see how it blends. Let's name this build 2. I don't feel like that goes. What I'm going to do is save this little lead because I love this lead. I love what I did here. I'm going to save it to my sound design group. Let's name it okay, let's go to 2020 Brainstorm. I'm going to drag it into this little folder here. And I'm going to name it High As You Are Type Lead. Just so I can remember, because that's what it reminded me of. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to just mute that. Maybe I'll throw in some of these synths from the intro in here. may just have it loop back to that part. I mean, I like the way that sounds. Let's see. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking I'll have it go through that again, that loop, and then after the drop, I want it to come back to this part, except without like the claps. So let me just make a little section here. I'm not gonna loop it right now because there still might be some stuff like mixing wise that I want to change, and I'm planning on having the second drop just the same as the first one. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But let me make the ending of the song real quick here. This is my idea. And then maybe we can move on to something else. So I'll name this end. I'm gonna take out those snares that are kind of like building. Take out the risers. Don't want to build anticipation at the end. And let me see if I got some pumping effects on these sounds. I might have because of the sidechain. If I do, I'm going to take them out. I just want it to sound more like the song's ending. Okay, so I got some pumping going on here. Now let's hear it all together. So that big hit that comes in, I don't want it to come in as often as it is right there. I gotta find it. There's so many sounds in this project. I'm having trouble keeping it organized. Let's see. Right here. Okay, and then take off the kick. Take off the kicks and the cymbals. and then I'm going to fade it out. That might be cool if after the drop it went into this, but with the beat though. That could be interesting. Let's try that real quick. Let's put it on 97 right here. Alright, so now I'm going to need to copy the drums from the intro. This part. Okay, so then we will need the sidechain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the sidechain from the sub in the intro, which is right here. And then I'm going to go and copy the same automation to all the instruments. So we got this one. Then we got this group. Got this group. And then the respace, we gotta copy it onto there. Oh, I don't know if the respace has one. Huh. I totally dropped the ball on the respace. Yeah, I think it needs one. It needs a sidechain. I can't believe I overlooked that. Let's just copy it. Copy the sub bass one onto here. So yeah, so right now I need to sidechain the respace. I forgot to do that, so I'm doing that real quick right here. Let's go back to the intro. This little chord sound is off. Sometimes Ableton's weird about pitch bend stuff. So, like if you stop it in the middle of a pitch bend, sometimes the sound is off with the next thing you play. Alright, so let's listen to see which one sounds better after the drop. That's what I'm trying to create here. So After the drop, I've got two options, and I'll show them to you here. That or this. I don't know, I think I like the first option better. Or maybe that. Actually, I like that. I like the way that sounds. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, so this will be the end / the breakdown. And then I'll sequence it out later. And so that'll be it for that. Yeah, I'm going to play it from the beginning for y'all, and I will be right back. So here we go. I'll play this out. So here it is from the beginning. Cool. Yep. Randy, you said I like the first better. Which one's the first? Is it... let me see. Yeah, this will be the last thing, and then I'll go ahead and start something new. So let me see which one you mean. So, do you like when it goes back to this? Because I kind of like when it goes to this, like this. And then like the build up. What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts. And then, I mean, maybe it sounds a little sudden when it goes into that. But I could just counter that by adding like a filter. You know, something kind of like this. Have the filter come on. So it's like something like this. Or like just on the synths, maybe like something like that. Like something like that on the synths might be. So David, you said, do you like when it after the drop it goes into this little section here? or this like intro section? You said same here. I don't know if you're agreeing with me or what, if you're saying what Randy was saying. Let me see what I got going on here. I'm looking for a specific instrument here. I'm looking for the other one. I think it's this one. Yeah, what if I put the filter on here? Yeah. Yeah, so like this is David, you said I'm agreeing with you. The first option is awesome. Cool. Yeah, that's what I think. But I'd still love to hear what you have to say, Randy. But I feel like with this filter, it makes it blend a little bit better. Like this. Yeah, I like the way that feels. Randy, you said, yeah, I think I like the first option better. It has more contrast with the mood. Yeah, man, I think so too, because, like, I guess initially I was thinking that after the drop, sometimes it feels better if the beat continues. It helps keep up the energy. But this song, I feel like it's not based on energy, it's based more on mood. So, yeah, I feel like that's why it works. Yeah, I like that. So, that's pretty much it for this song. I'm gonna just bounce this section out. I'm not gonna do it now. I don't want to make y'all wait while it's bouncing, but I'm gonna leave this saved like this, and then after the stream, I'm gonna come over here. Actually, let me delete this real quick. I'm not gonna keep that as an option. So let's do this here. I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to paste it here. And then let's delete the snares and the kicks. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave this here saved, and then on my way to the gym, after I'm done with this, I'm going to listen to it in the car, and it's going to be cool. And see if I need to make any changes. If not, just got to make the artwork, and I'll be uploading it for distribution and try to get this song out as quick as possible. The cool thing about live streaming is that sometimes if I just want to check the mix, I can like just listen to it on my laptop over here, or I could just pull up the live stream on my phone and listen to it in the car without having to like bounce any files out. So that's kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to, let's see, what am I going to do? I want to do something fun. I've been doing a lot of like technical stuff lately because I've been trying to finish some songs up. I think I'm gonna save. I made something the last live stream after I did a little bit of mixing, but I don't think I'm gonna continue that for right now. I think I'm gonna leave that for next week. So maybe I'll just do a little bit of like experimenting with sounds and stuff. See if I could find something on Splice too. That would be cool. Go through some sounds on there. Let's start off with that. Let's start off on on Splice and look through some sounds. Yeah, the jungle, man. That that was crazy how that happened. I was purely. I know you weren't in there at that time, but I was just going off people's ideas in there, and then kind of just creating stuff around that, and it came out really cool. I'm definitely gonna finish that, but just not right now though. Let's see. For some reason, all my passwords got reset on Chrome. Not sure why. Let's see. I'm gonna try to log in one more time. If I'm not able to, it's all good. I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure why I can't log into Splice. That's weird. All my sounds got deleted. I mean, sorry, my passwords got deleted from Chrome. So, Randy, you said you did jungle yesterday. Try to make something inspired by city sounds. That would be cool. Like city sounds. I like that idea. Man, I really need Splice to work for that. If I'm gonna go get some of those sounds though. Man. Let me see here. Let me try to open it up again. Let's just do this then. This is just... I'm gonna have to reset my password. Because I really need to... I want to look up some of those city sounds like you were saying. Now it's saying my Gmail is temporarily unavailable. That's so weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. There's something weird going on with my passwords on the browser. That's crazy. I just reset my password and it's telling me that my password's incorrect. Alright, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. I don't know what's happening with that. Maybe the Splice website's down or something. I'm going to just pull up some... Let's just pull up some patches in Serum. I'll have to do that city idea another day, man. Actually, that kind of got me thinking, Randy. Since you like going off inspiration off of sounds, I downloaded a ton of like water kind of sounds the other day, which could be interesting. These were sounds off of Splice here. Let me see what else I got. Let me see this sound. Let me pull up Serum and see what kind of sounds I could come up with in here. These were sounds I got off of Splice. That kind of reminds me of this song from back in the day. Let me open up Record Box and see if I can find it. I think I tried to find it the other day and I couldn't, but let's see here. Let's go to the preferences. I'm gonna have to change this to universal audio. Yeah, man, I really liked that idea. I started that jungle idea. I think it was this one. So this sound was so unique here. Yeah, I love that sound, but that kind of reminded me of it, like that pitching. Let me try to draw in some notes here. Maybe I'll take a MIDI clip that I have already. I know I've got some MIDI in here. Yeah, like most of these are MIDI that I've downloaded or like figured out from different songs. Let's look at some of these here. Let's draw in some arcs here. And then now I'm gonna copy this here. kind of starting to shape up a little bit. Let's make this one so it like glides up. And then, okay, so let's copy this here. Basically, I'm just making an arc out of the chords that I had laid down there. But I'm drawing it in manually because I can be more flexible than with like an arc generator. Let's change the sound here. I like this little section here. Let's try to extend this out here. It's not fitting like rhythmically. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. That's a cool sound. Alright, I'm gonna keep that idea just sitting there. I'm gonna copy. Let's copy another. Let's copy another progression. Let's see what else I got in here. Hey man, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you like the music, and that's cool that you're also like using it to inspire your craft. I love that, man. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Randy, you said I'm liking this, or sounds good with almost every sounds you try. Yeah, man, it's cool to just like experiment um, with melodies and stuff, and not really, be pressured to make something. Sometimes it's not always you're not always gonna make something every time you sit down. So it's cool to like experiment. And I think a lot of it has to do with these MIDI. I've handpicked these MIDI files from songs that inspire me. Now, I don't quite remember this song. I don't remember what I'm hearing there, and it might be a different tempo. Let me see if I can look it up. That's really cool, actually. I forgot about that song. Um, yeah, let's just try to mimic that. That could be fun, just to mimic that and learn from it. I think I already figured out these chords, but let's just try to build around that. Let me hear the song. Let's just mimic that pattern. I'm gonna mimic it in the same tempo, and then I'll probably change it later. And then I'm going to do this here. It's like pulsing on every beat. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, that sounds cool with that little lip at the end there. It's like kind of swooping it. Let's turn the metronome on. changed these notes so that it's cutting them off right now. Speed that up a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear my daughter screaming. I got these little loops when I was making my New Heaven mix, and I did that very last song, the Endurance VIP, like the high energy mix. I use these sounds here. I like this sound here. This little sound. That's kind of an interesting sound. Okay, I'm gonna fade this even more here, because it has a little tail that sounds kind of crunchy. You said you can hear her? Yeah, she woke up. But fortunately, my wife is here today, so she's gonna take care of her while I finish streaming here. Hi. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Hi, guys. Look, that's you. I like this way this sounded. Yeah, that's cool, like a little liquid DMB. I like that little tom in there. I don't know if it's in this sample. No, it's in the, I might add some more toms in there. I think it's in this. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, let's see what other synths I can add. That kind of sounded cool, though, what she did there. How it was like off, it was like it's not just like straight on, like it's like off, like kind of gives me a cool idea. Go to your mama.
Vamos, word party. Te lo voy a poner en el televisor.
Go with your mama. You don't want to go with mama? Alright, let me go back and listen to the other song. Maybe I won't go with the DMB vibe just for now. Let's come down to 150 BPM. That kind of sounds cool, like slowed down DMB. Alright, let me add in another synth. Let's see. Alright, let's see what I can do with this sound. So right now we're in D minor, which would be the same thing as F major. Let's add in some of those arps, like, this sounds okay, but like, just, maybe I'll add in some of those, like, some arp type movement with that. Let's see. That could be kind of cool. Let me put it on beat here. My daughter's banging. My wife closed my door, and my daughter's banging on the door trying to get in. I'm just messing around with the melody here. I'm gonna put that on beat. It was kind of cool how it was off beat, but it's messing it up when it gets to the end. Just put it off the grid a little bit. So let's copy this. I think it's the same notes, except when it gets to here. Let's do a little scoop here, or a little flam. What if I did a, like pitch down? No, I think I'll keep it. Actually, on that part it might be cool. Let's see. I'm gonna crop the clip here, that way it'll just be on beat. Now it's exactly on 5 instead of having it like off a little bit. So my idea here is to take this pitch, put it down to 12, and then do this here, watch. So let's pitch it up. Yeah, I'm not sure why it, once you mess with the pitch, it makes the octaves different. It changed the sound of that too. Okay. Yeah. Do you also use Ableton, man? Is that why you're saying that? 'Cause I hate how it does that. So yeah, let me try this again. I guess I won't try to play it. I'll actually draw it in here. And then maybe I shouldn't have it go down 12 semitones. Maybe it'll just be like, let's try 7. No, let's try 3. Yeah. Don't really like the way that sounds. Maybe I'll just add like a reverb automation to the end of that or something. He said, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. Raw Art, maybe Raw Art F. But no, Raw Art RF. I used to want to learn, but just like you, my weapon is my paintbrush. I got you, man. So let's do a little, let's style this up a little bit here. Like. That sounded cool. It sounded like it was failing. Alright, let's put this sound in a weird space and see what it sounds like. I kind of like this one. Now let's copy this and put it in another space. Let's do like a short. And then let's put Echo Boy on that. Yeah, man. Alright, let's listen to the original inspiration here. That drop sound is so weird. It's like pitching. It's really simple, but it's effective though. I like this part. Raw Art, you said, how about a deep trumpet sound, maybe a faster BPM? Yeah, man, let's try it. What kind of BPM you think, like 150? And then like a deep trumpet sound? I like that idea. Let's see what that would sound like. Let's name this like horns. Horn. And then we'll turn this up to, what's the first root note. I think it's D. So we'll turn this down. That one's a D. And then reverse it. And then let's stack this sound in here too. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to pitch it down. There we go. Yeah, that works. Maybe I'll take out some of the mid-range in this. Yeah. Maybe some... Let's see what other synths I have. I feel like it... Yeah, and okay, let me see here. Hey, Huncho Jack, what's up, man? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Doing good? Alright, let's experiment with some different sounds. That's good to hear, man. On the stream, I finished up a song, and then I just started this one for fun, you know. That vocal is a preset I got off of Splice, and the preset is called 50 Shades of Blank. I forgot who posted it, but yeah, it's on Splice. If you look it up, you could probably find it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that raw art. Let's see what other sounds I can find here. Let's see what happens if I put this in the same chord progression. So let me do like a little maybe take off some of that reverb. Let's just copy this like that, and then let me see what the chord progression is doing here. So we got a D, we've got an A sharp, D, or sorry, G, D, A sharp. That could be an option, something like that. Let me mess around with it. I feel like I need a different sound. The sound is not working. Some retro, that would be cool. I'm gonna mute the horns for now. It'd be cool in the intro, but it's kind of clashing with these bass sounds, so. Maybe something like. So I'm gonna quantize these. Huncho, you said, what do you use more, major or minor scales? So, a fun little trick that you can use is like all a minor scale is a major scale that's been transposed 3 semitones. That's all it is. So right now I'm working in D minor, but that's the same thing as F major. So F major is sorry, I messed that up. So that's the same thing. Like F major is the same exact thing as F minor. Or sorry, I messed it up. F major is the same thing as D minor. So the only difference is that in the D minor scale you start on the D instead of the F. But they're the same exact notes, the same exact chords. So I mean basically they're pretty much the same thing. That's cool, I like that. I might make this longer though. Yeah, I like that. Did that make sense, Huncho Jack? Alright, I'm going to add in some more drum sounds now. I'm just messing around with these samples. I don't know if it'll work or not, but just seeing. Yeah, man, the Brazilian funk, that's my people. Do you mean, Huncho Jack, you mean like bootleg, as in like when people say that they're doing like a bootleg of a song, or you mean like bootleg as in whenever you're like, there's like a plugin that says like that's a bootleg plugin?
Esse bom já... Esta noite...
Agora, sequência da...
I'm gonna turn this down and I'm gonna put more reverb on it. Huncho, you said, oh yeah, I've read that it's an EDM term. Now I understand that it means to remake a song. Yeah, man, it's kind of like that. To be honest, I've never completely understood it, but I think that's what it means, to like remake a song. I would just call it like a remake. But I guess that makes sense, you know, like a bootleg. Let's mute this for now.
Brasil!
Quer fazer um amor gostoso? Relaxa na pica. Vem que vem!
Não tem tipo! Oi, veio!
Hoje eu tô facinho.
Joga! Pera!
Aê, novinho.
Essa daqui!
Eu fecho.
That kind of went for some reason. that sample. In a weird way. Yeah, man, I speak Portuguese.
Agora
Vai,
baile funk. Briga daqui.
vai, vai, vai,
Which sound are you talking about? Raw art? Just the song in general?
vai.
No, it's no problem, man.
Baile lotadão. Baile funk. Baile funk. Faz a dança. Agora eu quero ver a capa quente.
I put this sample in my new Heaven mix.
Tem que. É o poder.
That's a cool little break right there. You said, oh yeah, I used to live in Germany. I'm military and I'm back in Germany, but that sound reminded me of a classic. I can't remember. Yeah, it probably was sampled because a lot of these sounds come from, you know, it's like a pack somebody made that they sampled other stuff. See if we can make an intro out of that.
I do. I do. I do.
I don't know what that's saying though.
I do. I do.
Maybe I'll just delete that. It might be saying something bad. Let's turn that sound up. That'd be a cool little accent to put on the snare. So I'm gonna drag this to its own group, and then I'm gonna process it. I'm gonna put an EQ on it, put turn it up here, put some saturation on it, and then be like,
Oh, do pavão é.
that's a cool little break. I like that. That'd be a cool little break to put at the end of a phrase there. Like, Let me see if I can make it work here. So let me do this. It's kind of off right now. So let's start this. Let's set 1.1 here. Work from here straight. Let me see if it's on beat here. Yeah. The only thing is that one. Yeah. So just delete that. Let me see if I can sequence this the way I had my idea. Let's copy this over here. And then I'm gonna delete maybe like this much right here. Maybe not that much. Maybe I'll delete. Maybe I'll delete this here like that. Just this. Put this here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like. But except on this part, I'm going to take a utility tool, and I'm going to mute this part here. The instruments are coming out a little strong. See if I can make it work here. Let's see if I could take some of these percussion loops here. Yeah, I'll keep that in there. I'll just cut off this last part. That's just an idea. I'll put that there and I'll, just have it there just in case. Kind of sounds cool. Raw Art, you said, Bryson, I'm glad I caught your live stream. Your music is very uplifting. I'm looking forward to your more of your sessions. I do enjoy painting to your jams. Be easy. Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate you sharing that you paint to my music. It's encouraging. So I'll catch you next time. Rich, man, what's up, man? You said, looks like you're flying through this production with that shirt blowing. Yeah, man, I got my cape on, David, you said, so how long does it take to complete a song? I would say it takes about at least 8 hours. At the very least 8 hours. It could take up to 16 though. It just really depends on the project. It could take up to 20 or 25, but usually people have asked me this before and I've kind of thought about it. I think it takes about 8 to 16 hours on average.
O pavão é tudo.
Ouça. Ouça.
The best time of the day to make music is the time where you feel the least tired, I guess, the more creative. For me, that's the morning. Back before, I used to create music like around 8 or 9 in the morning. Now that I have a baby, I can't. So I have to wait till she goes to sleep most of the time. Or at night. So both of those times are like when I'm tired. So that's kind of not ideal for me, but it is what it is. You know, just got to make it work. So either at noon or at after 7 in the evening is when I have time, which is not the best time for me, but you know, I make it happen. I'm gonna use that right there. Let's layer this in there. Huncho, you said, do you feel less motivated to do music after you ate something, or does it matter? I feel like, I don't know why, but like at around noon, I get really tired. Maybe that's just because, and that's after I ate. But I feel like it has more to do, not because I ate something, although if you eat like a really big meal, a bigger meal than you're used to eating, it can make you tired. But for me, it's just because I've got up at 6 most days, and then I've been hustling all morning. And then right when I put my daughter to go to sleep, like I just feel tired because, you know, I've been wrestling a kid all day, at least like all morning. So I don't know if it has anything to do with eating. If it has something, if you feel less motivated after you eat, I would try to switch up what you're eating to something like, I don't know what you're eating, but like I usually feel pretty alive if I have like healthy foods, like if I just have like good carbs, you know, protein, vegetables, and fruits, like I feel good to go. So for me, I haven't really seen that impact me. Alright, I'm going to stack this kick with another kick that is a little bit more punchy. I don't want it to be super punchy like EDM, but just give it a little bit more punch would be nice. So let's go ahead and draw in a MIDI note here, or a MIDI clip. Yeah, man. I think it all has to do with what you're used to. like what you're used to eating. Just if you eat too big of a meal than you're used to, then it's gonna make you feel tired. But yeah, just have a good balanced meal, you know, and I don't think you'll have a problem. But I mean, that can go for like just life in general, you know, just eating habits. I'm pretty health conscious about what I eat, so my diet's pretty on point. But I don't feel like I have problems unless if I stray away from my diet and I eat something that's not very good, then it can impact like the way I feel. Alright, I think I'm gonna change the drum pattern like that. Alright, let's strip this beat down a little bit. Let me take some of the sounds out. Let's take out the melody. I think I accidentally had some stuff in here. Yeah, I think going back to like the food topic you were talking about, Huncho Jack, I feel like food is a really big, it can play a really big part in how you feel. Like if you're not eating right, you know, and I don't know if that's you or not, but I'm just going off of what you said, and just talking about in general diet. You know, like I don't love eating vegetables. I mean, vegetables are good when they're seasoned right and everything, but I usually don't season my vegetables too much, like on a day, like average, you know, how I eat. Like sometimes I'll spice it up on weekends, you know, if I have a little bit more time, but like on average I don't really do too much to my vegetables, and I don't really enjoy eating them, but I do because I know it'll make me feel better. You really have a lot more energy when you eat right. Alright, I'm gonna strip down this beat a little bit, just to see what it's gonna sound like. Maybe change it up a little bit and see what it sounds like. Cut out this note here. This is turning out to be like a Brazilian funk beat. I'm gonna keep this little that little conga in there. I love that. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste that. Alright, I'm gonna mute that lead. Alright, let's just do now, I'm gonna maybe take out the percussion and just keep the synth. Just creating different variations and see what it sounds like. I'm gonna see if I could come up with a different melody. I feel like that synth might not be the right thing for this beat, but let's just let's keep experimenting. 120 BPM, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I just started off with a little bit of sound design and then it turned into some Brazilian funk. Kind of crazy. Let's pick a different sound. Let me go to the leads. This is the stock leads in Serum. Feeling that. That sounds cool. Let me record that in. I'm going to turn it up. It may be a little too loud, but I'm going to turn it up just so I can hear what I'm playing. One more time. Huncho Jack, you said, goodbye, Bryson. Have a good weekend. You too, man. Thanks for stopping by and saying what's up and hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Have a good weekend, too. And then on this last part, I'm going to take it up. I just had an idea. Something like that. You know, that was kind of an accident. I didn't mean for it to go fast like that at the end, but I like the way that sounds. Feeling that too. Let's get some 808s in here. My go-to lately has been these Zaytoven 808s that I just downloaded off of Splice. They're so good. Let's put this, this is E, let's put it down to D, so we need to go down 2. And then the next note needs to be A sharp. So we'll go, it's at E, so we'll go up 6. Maybe let's put another 808. Let's see what this is going to sound like here. Last one here. I like the way this is coming out, y'all. This is really shaped up to be something I didn't expect it to be. What do y'all think about this so far? I think it's different. I like it. Alright, let's make a little B section here now. Thanks 120 BPM. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Brazilian funk lately. If you don't know about the genre, I find a lot of my music... Now, I don't really like a lot of the meanings of the songs, but there's some songs that are, you know, not they don't promote like bad stuff. But I find a lot of my music on Conzilla and also Funk Love. There's this one song here that I like. This is one of the songs that it's a good meaning.
Abraço pros amigos e o menor que virou jogador. Outros menor que a vida levou. É bandido roubando bandido. E o ladrão que virou pastor. Louca vida louca. Custou caro pra aprender.
I've just been listening to a lot of that lately, so it's been kind of on my mind. What's up? I don't know how you say your name, but Naysai? Is that right? What's up? But you know, this is my own spin on it though. Let's do it. Yeah, like I said, let's do a little B section here. Copy this. Let's take out the bass. Let's take out this little main sound here. Let's take out. Let's do this. I'm gonna put the same chords down here, but I'm gonna use a different sound. Switch things up a little bit. Let's do like, and if you're wondering, I got this sound off of Splice actually. It's a really cool preset. And then let's do like a Rhodes piano. That would be really cool. Let me go to Contact. Let me save this real quick here. Let's go to Ben. All right, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you, I appreciate that. Let's go, just because we're doing Brazilian kind of music, let's go to Funky Rio. Alright, let's add in a different sound. It might be too crowded if I add in another sound, but let's go ahead and add it in, and then I can always take stuff out. But I just have an idea for a sound that's kind of going like up and then coming back down, kind of like an arpeggio, but something kind of different though. I don't know how else to explain it, but you'll see. and then come back down. It sounds kind of weird right now, but let's see how it sounds when everything's added in here. So maybe what I'll do here is I gotta get so there's chords. There's the D. I think it goes D, A sharp, and G. So on this second set here, I'm gonna have the notes go along with the I think it's A, the A chords. And then this one, A sharp. Oh, okay, never mind. I had it twisted up. The A's start over here. Okay. So this is okay, just like it is. And then I'm also going to change that sound. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe there's like a pluck sound here. I like this bank. It's the artist bank on here. Yeah, that's more of what I was going for. Let's take this up more. so that's what I had in mind for that part. So let's listen back here. Alright, so for this part, I'm going to turn down this little section here. Let's see how it sounds. Nice side, thank you, man. And then I'm also gonna turn down this here. Yeah, so I couldn't really explain what I was trying to do, but I think it came out how I wanted. And that was these little plucks here. I'm going to add in some little percussion here. And then let me see what note that this is playing at right here. I think it doesn't sound like it's in key. Looks like it's playing either G or F sharp. So let's turn it down. Alright, let's add a second electric piano. And if you're just now tuning into the live stream, the reason why it's gone on so long is because at the beginning, I was like finishing up a song, and then I finished that up, and then I started this one here. That's the chorus for the song. Cool. I think that's gonna wrap it up, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I will be back at this next week. I'm not sure exactly what day because I've had to go back to work temporarily for like another 3 weeks or so. But I will be doing this 2 times next week. It'll be at 7 p.m. The time won't change. It's just the day might. I'm thinking it's gonna be Tuesday and Thursday next week at 7 p.m. But just keep up with me on social media and also the community tab of YouTube, and I will I'll let you know what days I'll be live streaming. But for sure, 2 days next week, probably Tuesday and Thursday 7 p.m. and then probably next Saturday also. David, you said please before you go, may you check out this video? Yeah, sure. Check it out. What do you have there? Which video is it? Of course, Naysai. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be back, so make sure you're tuning in for that next week. David, you said Moses Graphics. Let me just copy it here. Let me check it out. Which vid? This one right here? South Africa. I think it's this one. Is this where you're from, David?
One word to describe Sentence City. Overwhelming.
Is that you there?
Each year, Sentence City is frequented by millions of locals and tourists alike, those with a flair to experience the best of South African retail. Sentence City, the epitome of taste.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. It looks like a really cool city. Oh, you said, and yeah, that's cool that you got to act in that. I mean, it makes me want to go there. Like when I watch the video, it makes me want to go there. You know, if you want to know what I think. But you're saying I want to know your opinion about his editing. So with the editing, I think it's good. Like, I think it could be better. If I'm just being real honest with you, I think it could be better. But it's not bad. Like when I look at it, I don't think it's bad. So. I think he could improve his editing skills, but yeah, I think it's good. It's a good video. So, baby, come here. Come here. But yeah, that's what I think though. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm about to hit the gym, and I will catch y'all next week. So thank y'all for tuning in.